Alright, let's dive into something that's got the golf world buzzing right now. Imagine this, you're Cameron Young, one of the top players in the world, and you're out there on the course, feeling like you're on fire. You birdie 7 of your first 8 holes, yeah, you heard that right. 7 out of 8. And in that moment, you start thinking, could I actually break the PGA Tour record? Could I shoot a 55? That's the kind of confidence and momentum we're talking about here. But here's the thing, golf, as we all know, is a game of inches. Young finishes with a 61, tying the Detroit Golf Club record, but is left wondering what could have been. Personally, I think this is where the story gets really interesting. It's not just about the score, it's about the mindset. When you're that close to making history, every missed opportunity feels like a missed chance at greatness. And that's exactly what Young was dealing with. He even called it a disappointing 61, which, let's be honest, is a statement only a golfer could make. But what this really suggests is how relentless these players are. They are not just competing against the field, they are competing against the limits of the sport itself. Now, let's take a step back and think about it. Young already has a 59 under his belt from 2024. If he had shot a 55 or even another 59 here, we'd be talking about him in the same breath as Jim Furyk, the only player to ever shoot a 58 on the PGA Tour. That's the kind of legacy-defining moment we are talking about. But here's the broader perspective. Golf is a game of what ifs. Every round, every shot, every putt could be the one that changes everything. And while Young didn't break the record this time, he's still at the top of the leaderboard, tied with Patrick Cantlay and Patrick Fishburn. This raises a deeper question. What does it take to not just be great, but to be historic? Is it pure skill, or is it something more, like the ability to stay in the moment, to keep pushing even when perfection feels just out of reach? Speaking of the leaderboard, let's talk about the rest of the field. Fowler had a moment where he surged into the lead at 11 under, but then he stumbled with 3 bogeys on the back 9. What many people don't realize is how quickly things can turn in golf. 1 minute you're on top of the world, and the next, you're fighting just to stay in contention. But Fowler's attitude is worth noting. He finished with a birdie on 18 and called it a good spot for the weekend. That kind of resilience is what separates the pros from the rest. Another detail I find fascinating is Matt Kuchar's hole-in-one on the par 3 fifth hole. It's not just the ace itself, though that's incredible, but what he did afterward. He invited a kid inside the ropes to retrieve the ball and signed it for him. If you take a step back and think about it, that's what this sport is all about. It's not just the scores or the records, it's the moments that inspire the next generation. That kid is going to remember that day for the rest of his life, and who knows? Maybe he'll be the one breaking records in 20 years. Now, let's talk about the players who missed the cut. Wyndham Clark, the US Open champion, finished 5 over. Chris Gotterup, who's had an incredible year, ended his streak of 14 straight cuts made. And Akshay Barsha, who's been climbing the FedEx Cup standings, also dropped out. What this really suggests is how unpredictable golf can be. Even the best players in the world can have off days, and that's part of what makes the sport so compelling. In my opinion, it's these ups and downs that keep us watching. It's not just about who wins, it's about the stories, the moments, and the lessons along the way. So, as we head into the weekend at the Rocket Classic, I'm left with one big question. Who's going to step up and make history? Will it be Young, chasing that elusive record? Or will someone else surprise us all? Personally, I think that's what makes this sport so great. You never really know until the final putt drops. So, what do you think? Who's your pick to win it all? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more golf analysis and commentary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.